Rugrats in Paris, the second installment in the Rugrats film franchise. Hey guys, Punisher here. And if you guys didn't know, I already reviewed the first Rugrats movie, and I thought that movie was really good, and it was a great adaptation from the series. So then I decided to watch the other two films. Starting off with the second sequel that was released in 2000 under Paramount Pictures. That is Rugrats in Paris, the movie. And how was Rugrats in Paris? It was even better. Yeah, I think this movie is way better than the 1998 movie. Now, let's get to the plot of the film. The plot of the film is involved the Rugrats heading to Paris so Stu can work on the whole Reptar wagon. I don't know, like a new invention of a Reptar. I don't know if it has any similarities from the 1998 film. However, Chucky really desperately wants a mother after after being sad that his mother passed away when he was still a baby. So he decides to date the princesses. However, we get introduced to the show's first villain. Lynn, I don't remember her name, but she wants to marry Chucky's dad, and tries all her might to marry Chucky and to marry Chucky's dad. Also, the movie we get introduced to two new characters, Kira and Kimmy, who will later appear in the series. Now, let's get one thing out of the way. Here, the animation still is very good here. It's so great here. I even say it's more of a giant step up from the movie, since they did a good job animating France. And I don't know if it's possible for studios to animate countries based on how the countries look, but I'm telling you that they did a good job animating France here. And I mean, there were some nice scenes, like the whole Chucky's imagination of him actually becoming a ninja. That was actually kind of fun to watch. Oh yeah, I forgot to, oh yeah, did I remember that this movie had a Godfather parody? Yep. There's two scenes where the Rugrats parodied the Godfather. And I'm pretty sure this probably got me probably my first time I ever see a parody clip from The Godfather, since I have not seen that movie. Also, let's get one thing out of the way. This movie introduces two new characters, and like I said, those characters appear to be Kira and Kimmy. The movie does a good job introducing the characters. You got Kira, who is this whole nice woman that speaks French, and then there's Kimmy, who is just like the babies. I will admit, man, the movie does do a good job introducing these characters. Although, while the movie didn't explain much of their traits a lot, the movie still had a good has a well done execution that make their first appearance look good. Oh yeah, let's talk about the villain here. For the most part, the villain's motivations aren't a bit hit or miss, but I still enjoyed it. I mean, there were some moments where she could be funny, and where she has some of where her attempts of trying to marry Chucky's dad are there. It's just honestly kind of nice to see a villain in a show like Rugrats, and Rugrats is mostly the concept of Rugrats is mostly surrounded on the baby's point of view and the imaginations they come up with. It's nice that we have a villain in this show for once, because I honestly feel like a lot of them know that the only villain in this show is Angelica. Oh yeah, then there's some character development, which is actually most notably Angelica and Chucky. you got Angelica actually caring for Chucky, and she's actually feel bad for what she's doing for her, even though that was mostly short lived. But Chucky had the bigger impact on character development here, as he abandons his whole in this movie he kind of abandons his cowardly personality, and at the end he becomes a lot more braver at the final battle. And all right, let's get and also the final battle is really amazing. We got some Godzilla parodies. And honestly, I feel like this movie is supposed to be parody films because but if they are, they're doing a great job. They parody Godfather, now they're parodying Godzilla. Uh, that is just great. But of course, the biggest positive I have with this movie is the emotional depth put into the movie, and it's done way better than in the 1998 film, despite the fact that the 1998 film's emotional depth was also well executed well. Since the movie, like I said, Chucky is sad that he doesn't have a mother. The movie actually shows how Chucky is going through, and his reactions to the other babies having a mother, and they're well played out, and we actually feel bad for Chucky, but thankfully Kira becomes her new mother, and Kimmy becomes his new stepsister. Sorry, I said her. And but like I said, the emotional moments are played out very well, and it demonstrates the issues Chucky is going through without a and they're well executed really here. Rugrats in Paris does have a bit of has some gross out humor in there, but it wasn't enough to affect the whole movie. So overall, Rugrats in Paris is a great sequel to the 1998 film. The emotional depth is well executed here. Here, the movie parodies are really enjoyable. The characters are well written, and man, like I said, the film does a great job of introducing Kira and Kimmy to the series. So if you're so overall, if you're a fan of Rugrats and if you like the 1998 film, then I highly recommend you to check out Rugrats in Paris. Other than that, man, in Paris, because I think you're gonna have a lot more good time. Because I feel like you're gonna have a lot more fun with this movie than the other one than its predecessor. Overall, I'm gonna give this movie an 8 out of 10. I'm only gonna give it an 8 just because I mean, technically it isn't anything. Again, technically some I mean there were some scenes that well technically I don't know. It's just I don't know. I'm only gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's because I mean there was some gross like humor and some scenes that do drag on a bit, and again there's the scene where Angelica teams up with the villain where she tries to get she always has something involved to get Chucky's dad and marry with her, which kind of brings her character down to a bit low. So that's honestly the reason why it's only gonna get 8. But it's still better than the 1998 film. So overall, that's all I have to say. Rugrats in Paris is definitely a great movie, and I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. So guys, that's it for my review on Rugrats Go Wild. I mean Rugrats in Paris, sorry. So anyways guys, thanks for watching, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time for more movie reviews. Take care and Merry Christmas everyone.